everybody! Welcome back to the channel, and today we're playing Yokai Watch 4. That's what that says, I swear. This is a game entirely in Japanese. There is some English scattered around. We're not going to understand much, except for a couple of numbers, and even then, we're going to have some fun. I would like to say this is being recorded a couple days before Fire Emblem comes out, and next week we'll probably be uploading both, so we're going to be in interesting time. I don't think I can show the opening cutscene. Like, after this, I don't think I can show the opening cutscene. We're just going to go for consistency's sake. We'll go ahead and alright. Menuing is hard in Japanese, and I'm kind of really bad with this game in particular. Really likes to make the text box hard to use. For consistency's sake, we're just gonna go. We'll name them all their generic names, just to make it easier for me, because I'm going to end up calling these characters their English names anyway, so I might as well call them that. Alright. I'd just like to say, this game is pretty good. Like, really good. And, yeah, I don't think I can show this cutscene. We'll show the other ones. I just don't think I just don't know if I can show that one. I probably can, but I'm not going to, just in case. Who knows? This game came out a while ago. I think it would come out last month, but like, I'm playing it now because I have it now. I gave in and purchased the Japanese version. Also, this game really likes to sit like right between 60 and 30 frames. Sometimes it drops. A lot of the times, though, it'll look okay when the frame rate drops. But sometimes it's special. Also, the game likes to crash on loading screens a lot, I've noticed. It crashes on loading screens. And here we go. The first major bit of English. The Haunted. Which I'm pretty sure is not what that says. Like, that just seems like too many characters for The Haunted. Yeah, I just don't know if that says The Haunted. I feel like there might be more in the Japanese version. Also, yeah. If you've never played a Yokai Watch game, or haven't watched the anime cartoon show, sorry, not an anime, or anything, yeah, you're not going to be super, you're not really going to know what's going on, but this game is really good, so, like, pretty good. Never mind, we're just trying to figure out. So, here, I just want to point this out. Apparently, monthly updates will add more yokai, which seems a little ridiculous. That adds there's DLC for this game, which also seems weird. I think we can go ahead and get these. Yeah, alright, we'll be here for a little bit. These are helpful. If you got the downloaded version, which if you're in a non-Japanese person, in Japan, you probably got the downloaded version. You can get a ton of Crank-a-kai coins, and they're really useful in the second chapter when the game teaches you how the Crank-a-kai works. And then later, you'll get, and then the next day, I implore you wait till chapter 4 to do your second major batch of cranking. Wait till chapter 4, because I didn't, and I really missed out on using the Crank-a-kai in chapter 4. Because I didn't know what yokai could get. You can't even look at the cranks. Which I guess is nice, because if you couldn't crank anything, but you had tons of Crank-a-kai coins, and they were, guaranteed yokai, it's kind of bad. Yeah, also, I'll probably reference the previous 3 games a lot. So it'd probably be a good choice to go ahead and familiarize yourself with those games before watching this. I don't know why you would be watching this if you haven't played a Yokai Watch game before. I don't know what any of this means. This game is incredibly weird in Japanese. Yeah, now we're in Springdale, because I'm gonna call them all by the. I'm gonna end up calling them all by the English names, because that's just what I've played 3 games in English. So, I'm kind of used to it. I can set this now, right? Yeah, okay. We're just gonna go ahead. If I know the name of the yokai, I will name it that, just so we have. So we can actually recognize the yokai. I believe one of these options lets them follow us. I just don't. Is it this? That's reset name. Alright, we're gonna go fix that then. It's fine. I don't need Jibanyan to follow me right now. We'll chill with Whisper for old time's sake, but this game is super complex sometimes. And then we also saw one of the frame rate drops over there. It does not happen as much in handheld mode, but the game also kind of it does not look bad, it just looks strange. And it's a lot of weird stuff. I don't agree with the yokai choices and yokai they kept out they should have put in. And the designs of certain yokai we'll get into in 3 weeks from actually probably next week even. Maybe. I don't know how long it'll take, but we'll encounter a yokai that is most definitely not my KJ. So also it's incredibly difficult to find out what's happening in the game. So I've pieced together for the most part what's happening. I think this is I would say this is very similar to the opening of 2, kind of. Not with the finding the Yokai Watch, but having to inspire the people at every mart with your Hunger Amps. And right here is Hunger Amps, and we're gonna have to fight him. And also, for some reason, if I can, I wonder if I, no, I think I have to fight him right away. If I had the train of thought before, I totally would have talked about it and shown it off. You can jump in this game. This game has parkour. It's not like you can just jump on stuff. Like, the game actually makes you do parkour. It's weird. Because you can't jump in battle. Like, it's overworld you're jumping. It's fine. Now we have to beat up Hunger Amps. And we're going to show off the battle mechanics of Yokai Watch 4. And I think it's called Yokai Watch 4 Shadow Side? I really don't know what the text under Yokai Watch 4 means. Alright, encounter. Nate is probably the most bland of the Watchers, as they're called. Yeah, these are the Watchers, which is, I mean, that's what they've been called since the beginning, apparently. But I don't believe that, because yeah, I didn't really watch much of Shadowside, so I don't really know if they're called Watchers there, but I know they're not called like Nate and Inaho. I'm gonna call her Inaho because Haley Ann is just a dumb name. Nate and Inaho, I don't think they're ever called Watchers ever. And I just have to say, this game would seem really weird to anybody who hasn't seen Yokai, who hasn't like even looked at Yokai Watch, because this game looks extremely weird, graphics wise. Then you would realize the franchise has been using the same graphics since 2010. I don't really think they changed like models or anything. Like I think changing the models just means modeling different clothes on certain characters. I'm pretty sure they've been using the same graphics and stuff since 2010. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just want to bring up all the tutorials so I don't have to, so they're not shoved in my screen later. But yeah, jumping. You know, if I could jump in Yokai Watch 2, that game would be so much more exciting. But I can jump in this game. And I'm gonna say this right now. This game is extremely Xenoblade-like. It really reminds me of Xenoblade. The plot of this game is interesting. We'll probably get into it later, but it doesn't really make sense unless you've seen the anime, like the actual anime. Yokai Watch 4's anime is, yeah, it's I'm going to call it an anime. That one is an actual anime, unlike the stupid thing on Disney. That's not an anime. That's a cartoon. And so what's happening right now is we're looking for Katie. And this is not normal. To anybody who hasn't seen Yokai Watch, which I've warned you several times, please stop watching this if you haven't seen at least the show. Because if you've seen the show, you can at least assume what's happening right now. But explain it to any viewers who keep on hanging on, or to anyone who needs reminding. Yokai are dead things. And sometimes they'll possess people, or they'll straight up become people, like this thing. This one became a person, pretty much. And the floating white one is gonna look it up and then say what it is, and then he runs away. And we don't actually go that direction. We have to go chase it down. But I don't remember going that way when we searched for it. Yeah, no, we don't. In the cutscene, we were standing here. Mimikin runs over this way. But we have to go this way. I just don't think that's very consistent. But this game is really good. And I'm a little disappointed that there are only 2 areas to Springdale. But I mean, it's not that bad. Yeah, so Springdale, unfortunately, the only place I know how to navigate just doesn't really exist. It's just it's just Upper Springdale, which is kind of lame. Really? Mount Wildwood is in the game though, which is a little nicer, and it is. And the best part about this game is it gives you numbers as to where to go, and most of the time, later in the game, once you get access to Mirapo, unlike most Yokai Watch games where you have to guess where you have to go if you want a Mirapo, Mirapo tells you the closest. It tells you the closest Mirapo to your destination, and if you don't even need that, because if you know the distances to things, almost everywhere in Springdale, Mount Wildwood is going to be 200 meters away. So if the number is over 200 meters, you're going to Mount Wildwood. And we're getting into battles now, and the battles become progressively more difficult. And I think this is the first Yokai Watch game where I have ever said I am underleveled. Because unlike most Yokai Watch games, where I could describe it as easy, this game is hard. I had to do like the thing where you like go and sell all of your items and then buy, and then like with all of the money just buy healing items. I had to do that at like the end of chapter 5, and this game has like 10 chapters. Like halfway through the game I had to do that. And usually I never have to do that to like post game, where I just want a lot of money to buy like fusion items and stuff. But I believe at this point, if I remember correctly, this is when we encounter I think this is when we go get the yokai watch, right? Oh, that's our skill tree. This game has a skill tree, which reminds me even more of Xenoblade, because I knew that, like, the skill tree in Xenoblade. I will not show my skill tree, mostly because I'll probably get brutally insulted. For what I want to do with the skill tree. Yeah, so this is when we go get the new yokai watch. And I don't know how much time we're running at. Yeah, I don't know how much time we're at. We'll find out. Who really knows? I probably really should have a timer tell me how long I've been recording. I can't have been recording that long. Like what time are we at? Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the time it was when we started recording. But I probably should. I'm gonna check. We'll be right back. Ohio go gozaimasu. Alright, we're back. Yeah, we're 22 minutes in. You probably could have known that. You probably knew that. You're the viewer. But so we're probably gonna end this right after this. I'm saying but a lot. I don't think that's a problem. I'm not the greatest at solo commentary. This is Hydabat. For some reason, they decided that a random quest from Yokai Watch 2 should be like an overarching plot to the series. So Hydabat's here, and you actually have to get Hydabat on your team. And you'll totally get rid of Hydabat really fast. But just because I promised, every yokai I know the name of is gonna get nicknamed their actual name, just to make it easier for me. Alright, we got Hydabat. Don't know why we got Hydabat. Don't know the reason why we looked for Hydabat here, or any of that. We just kind of did. Yeah, I really don't know. But I do believe we're done. So I'll see y'all on the next episode of Yokai Watch 4, in which we'll get the new Yokai Watch at the Crank-a-kai, and we'll see what's up at Mount Mildwood. Alright. Bye!